So let me give you a rundown of what's happened so far. First, we got fucked by a brazen bull. Learn that Donggrang and Yisung have a history together.
Get offered a golden bough if we take down some terrorists.
Donggrang's laboratory gets raided again.
The K-Corp staff start cutting off their own limbs.
Ishmael gets 360 no-scopes.
Reinforcements arrive with a fixer.
The terrorists run, so we chase after them. We chase them into Donggrang's old laboratory. They got overtaken by them. We finally catch up to them when we learn that the main terrorist was a researcher for Donggrang in the past. Which, by the way, we don't get an answer when we ask them why. However, this is all stopped when the woman herself walks in the room, calls us roaches for one final time, and then... Okay, now I really hate to cover a topic like this in such an insensitive way, but the only way I could describe this is she became a real-life Minecraft creeper.
You need to leave!
Thankfully, someone in our team pushed Donggrang away from the explosion, to which Samjo fucking bullshits and says, oh, I would do it as well. No, you fucking would not.
Okay, also, I don't usually say stuff like this, but Shredde's giving me really, weird vibes. I don't know. I mean, she literally, dumped all of the HP modules that they had on them on the floor.
Anyway, after destroying even more of the robots, I see that the next mission thing is called Traitor. Looking back at it, I could not have been more wrong. So it turns out that Mersault and Otis have found out that there's a spy. There's a spy in our ranks, there's no doubt about it. That fixer hasn't used a single regeneration ampule since they got here. There's one more thing. They were distancing themselves when we encountered Run, like they knew they would blow up. Oh dear, why not consider the possibility that my intuition could have just been that keen? Plus, what if I was not using the regeneration ampules just because I was healthy? Well, it's a good thing here that I have a truth tablet. I'll believe you once you take it. How the fuck do you expect me to take a tablet that looks that suspicious? It's because you don't have a choice.
So, anyway, yeah, this boss fight was dead easy.
And I don't really have anything else to say, so I'm just gonna thank you guys for all the support you gave me on my last video. That was pretty good. So after we bummed the fixer, I look at my team and I see that, damn, we do the equivalent of a wet paper towel. So I decided to get N-Corp Sinclair, yes, I'm chewing gum right now, so that I could add to my current collection of N-Corp characters. Oh no, I just really like N-Corp.
You dirty fucking clanker.
However, it turns out
we didn't actually kill Nico. And it turns out I was right. Shrenne does have something to do with this.
Since apparently Shrenne told the fixers to not use any regeneration ampules.
So upon hearing this, of course Donggrang's gonna inject one into one of the fixers, who then proceeds to apparently get fucking Vecna'd or something.
So anyway, after this, we go into our second boss fight against, Nico, that's his name. Where we finally kill this little femboy. Okay, that might have been a little bit hypocritical.
And not long after we killed Nico, this happened. Okay, so Shrenne, I think we deserve a bit of an explanation, don't we? So tell me, what inspired you to join the terrorists? You don't even try and act surprised. That's right, because I checked your network history. You saw my search history? No, not that, although I did see that. I mean, I've seen that you've been exchanging emails with Run. Hold up, wait a minute. So if you already knew that, then why did you come with us? Rage bait. Okay, Shrenne, I don't understand. K-Corp is one of the best places to work ever, right? And you ruined that all by colluding with those terrorists. Why did you do this? I suppose I need to tell you all, don't I? Donggrang, the tears, they wouldn't stop. You remember what that means, right? Yo, who the fuck put a hole in the wall?
So anyway, after Shredder got sent back to the lobby by apparently an assassin,
Faust tells us that apparently we're getting close to our golden bough. Anyway, Yisung picks up the regeneration ampules that Shredder dropped on the floor, and while examining it, he sees that they're almost identical to the decay ampules that were injected into Ishmael a little bit ago. However, this is cut off when Donggrang eventually confronts Yisung about him knowing him. And I should probably mention that throughout this whole entire Canto, Donggrang has basically been trying to shove all of his sex right... Sex? What? I meant success. stress all of his success right in Yi-sung's face. Which is probably why, looking back at it, he was showing us around all of his laboratories so much. And when Yi-sung basically confronts him about this, Donggrong expresses his sadness at Yi-sung's lack of reaction and them both reuniting. To which Yi-sung basically tells him to fuck off. No, but Yi-sung tells him that he thought they weren't friends anymore. However, this isn't even the last of it, because this is just the beginning. Donggrong says that they've got one more final face to meet. And just as he says this, someone walks in, exuding a suffocatingly thick scent of flowers, holding a bright golden branch in her hand, an object now familiar to me. She had a worn monochrome photograph in her other hand. Who the fuck is this homeless bitch? So after this mysterious person arrives, they immediately stab Yi-sung in the chest. And after she plowed the golden bough right into Yi-sung's chest, she drops the photograph on the floor right in front of us. And I don't know, it's interesting seeing such depressed character as Yi-sung smile in a photo. It looks kind of goofy, not gonna lie. And after this, we have possibly one of the best, possibly the best mission that I've played so far in the game. I don't know why, something about it is just hits different. I don't know, I like to do my amazing voice acting over a lot of the things, but I just don't really feel like it would do this cutscene justice. So yeah, I'm gonna just play it for you.
그때를 생각하면 나는 늘 둥실둥실 떠 있었던 것 같소. 그래, 마치 하늘을 날아다니는 듯한 기분으로 생을 견디고 있었지. 그랬기에 나는 내게 날개가 있었는지 반푼이었던 것인지조차 모르고 살았던 것이요.
이상, 또 잠 안 자고 연구만 한 거야? 그러다가 객사한다고 몇 번이나 주의를 줬는데.
쟤는 우리랑 달라. 한 번 파고들면 잠이고 밥이고 다 내팽개쳤던 거 기억 안 나?
됐어, 동백. 그래서 이번 낭수회에는 어떤 걸 우리한테 보여줄 참이야? 그렇게 밤낮을 버리고 방에만 틀어박혀 있으면 기대를 안 할래도 그럴 수가 없단 말이야.
이번에 나는 거울이라는 것을 만들어 보았어. 그래서 언제나 분명하지 아니한 것이요. 내가 그날을 후회한.
And after this, we run up to Yi-sung because, he just got fucking stabbed. And after we revive him, this happens. I've seen that you've brought me back from death, as you always do. I'm sure that Dombyek's plan was to stab me, but I guess she just went after Yi-sung instead. Yi-sung, are you okay? I see that you're being rather curious. You see, I used to be in a group called the League of Nine, and Dombyek, one of the members of the group, just stabbed me. So Yi-sung, are you okay? I have and always have been okay. Just from recent memory, have there been any good or particularly bad experiences that you've had, I think my most happy recent memory is when we held an Illuminators conference. So that's something good. And my most hopeless one would be the day that I met you. And when he walked away, I could almost still see it. There was a hole in his chest that had no signs of mending.